What's up, YouTube? George's Silver Hunter back, and it's been a couple of days since I've posted a video. I've been doing a little bit more work on my community. I was out of town at my daughter's National Volleyball Championship up in Minnesota. I was able to procure a handful of rolls while I was up there. I did hunt them all. I mean, we're talking a handful, 7-8 rolls. Didn't find anything, but upon my return, my fifth third did have 2 boxes of halves waiting for me, and we're going to get into those today. So I'm looking forward to it. As usual, I have opened both boxes at the bank and just checked for enders. I did see one 2021 ender in the bottom rack, I think of this box or the other, I can't remember. But other than that, it looks like a good circulated box of halves. So let's hope we find a little 40% and a little 90% silver in this box. And with that, let's jump into it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the first probably 5 or 10 rolls here. We're just going to edge hunt them on camera because I think that people do enjoy seeing that, seeing people open the wraps and seeing what comes out as we look for silver. And what I do want to do is take a moment just to explain to everybody, if you are new to coin roll hunting, what it is we're doing here. We are getting boxes of coins from the bank. There's no magic. You can walk into your bank as long as you're a member, and if they have coins and you want to buy them and they're willing to sell them to you, they will. Some branches and some banks will not. But there is no magic sauce to how I get these coins. And I was going to get to my spiel about what we're looking for, but here's one of the things we're looking for. This is a 2013 Philadelphia, minted $50. So these are called NIFCs, or not intended for circulation coins. From 2002 to 2020, the mint continued to make $50, but they were not releasing them into circulation, at least not in high volumes. They were mainly intended for collectors or to be sold in mint sets or proof sets. And the ones we just found here were just regular circulation quality coins that somebody dumped back into the banking system. So there's a 2015 Philadelphia. And the reason I'm able to find them really easily is just by looking at the edge. Because they weren't intended for circulation, oftentimes they haven't been circulated very much, so they're super shiny and super new. I'm sure at some point in this hunt we will come across some 2021s and 2022s, and they will be super duper shiny because they are brand new. Red Book does still say those coins are not intended for circulation, but we know as coin roll hunters that the mint dumped boxes and boxes and boxes of those into the system, because I have personally gotten about 8 or 10 full boxes of 2021 Philadelphias, and if those were not meant for circulation, I would never have received full boxes of them from the bank. So coin roll hunters typically don't collect those. They are still pretty low mintage. As for value of NIFCs, for people creating collections or creating books, they're typically willing to pay a little bit of a premium for them, maybe up to $1, maybe $2 a coin, depending on how nice they are. But typically, you're not going to hang on to these and make a bunch of money on eBay reselling these as rolls, again, unless you find the right collector to buy them. Outside of that, we are looking for silver, which would be 1965 to 1970. That would be 40% silver. They're worth about $3.50 to $4 a piece. 1964 and earlier, they're made of 90% silver, and melt value on those today, I want to say, is like $8 and maybe 80 cents, maybe close to $9. But with the premiums on silver today, people are getting $10, $12, $14 a coin for those. So those are kind of a big deal when you find them. A couple other quick shout outs would be the 1970, which is both a 40% silver and an NIFC. That was made available only in mint sets. So if you find one of those, you got really lucky. I mean, somebody cracked one out of a mint set and then spent it. The other one would be your 1987. Here we go. We've got a 2020 Philadelphia, so our third NIFC on the box. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So from here on out, the rest of the video, we are going to go much, much faster. I just wanted to cover all that for those of you that are new to this. I'm going to do 2 more rolls here on camera, and then I'm going to go off camera opening these, and I'll be going through each and every coin, looking for a handful of mint varieties that are out there, and if I find one, I will bring you in, and we'll talk all about it. I'll explain the value and what makes it a mint error. And then if I bring any other silver or any other NIFCs I may, or silver I'll bring in on NIFCs I'll probably skip. But here's a 2021 Denver. We talked about how shiny these are. We do not consider those not intended for circulation. So last roll for this little batch. And then I'll see you, hopefully, when we find some silver or something really interesting. One green one to look at. Not even sure what that is. We'll figure that out. If it's something special, I'll bring you back on camera. All right, everybody. Hopefully see you soon. So we're going to go ahead and film opening the next 10 rolls, and we'll just fast forward until we find something. Oh, look at that. Roll number 11. We've got some silver. That looks like that might be some old silver, too. Just judging from the reading, it could be a 1964, though. Hopefully you can see that. If you're new to coin roll hunting, that's what we're looking for. That solid silver gray edge is what you're really looking for when you're edge hunting. It makes that silver pop, especially when it's this solid, because it means it's likely going to be 90%. And look at that. We have a 1959 Benjamin Franklin from Denver. Mint mark is right up here in the top. This is circulated condition, so probably not a lot of numismatic value here. You are really just looking at the silver value in this. But Benjamin Franklin's my favorite design on the $50. So pretty cool. Very excited to have 90%. And this is now like 3 or 4 hunts in a row where I have gotten silver. So pretty cool. I'm getting into rolls 31 through 40 here. I skipped the last 10 rolls. We did find a bunch of NIFCs, and I'll cover those at the end of the video. Again, as I said in the opening, they're relatively low mintage, but not a lot of value in them, so I don't tend to focus on them too much during my coin roll hunts, unless they're the only things we find. So I'm going to go ahead and edge hunt for you here on camera the next 10 rolls. So stopping here on roll, what is this, 33? We've come across 2 interesting coins. This is a stickered Chester W. Nimitz, World War II, U.S. Navy Fleet Admiral, 1885 to 1966. I can't tell what year this is. It's probably an NIFC, but it is a stickered coin. We would consider this a miscellaneous in our finding, if we were keeping like score on this box. So nothing special, probably just an NIFC, but a stickered coin, so I wanted to show it to you. And we did pull a 2017D, another NIFC. And if you happened to catch it during some of the fast forward, I did find a couple of 2021s in there. Again, I don't track those, so if you see me pull really shiny stuff out and not stop, it's because it's a 2021 or a 2022. So here we go. Here's another one. This time I'll show you since we're pulled in. There's a 2021 Philly. Really pretty, but just not something I hang on to. Getting into roll 35. There is a 2003 NIFC. There is another one. It's 2. Oh, nope. First one on this box. Oh, we've also got a necklace coin. Look at that. Necklace coins, again, not real value there, but it's typically where people drill out a hole, put a string through it, and make a necklace out of it. So there's another miscellaneous. Got some fat edges in this one. Maybe some proofs. Let's see. No, that's just a 1974, maybe out of a mint set. And another 1974. So two just really nice 1974s. $1980. So nothing there. $88. $92. $96. There's a 2018 NIFC. Running out of space here on my mat. And what is that? 71. All right, two more. And I'll go through these for more varieties. Here we are on roll number 40. Wish we were getting a bit more silver, but we have hit what looks like a little vein of NIFCs. There might be a couple in this roll, but I'll check the rest of those off camera. Okay, see you in a few. We have our last 5 rolls to get through here. I'll go ahead and pull them out of the box. And I've been rewrapping rolls and putting them in, so I can't necessarily show you the whole box, but I assure you it is empty. Here's our final 5 rolls. Hopefully we get lucky and find a little last roll silver in here. I'm shocked we have just that 190% and no 40 to go with it, but that's how these rolls go sometimes. I also failed to mention, I think at the beginning of the video, that I do have a document in the description down below. I mention it in almost every one of my videos, though, that if you are interested in this and you're interested in learning a little bit more about the coins that I look for, or what specifically I'm looking for, there is a document in the description down below that you can click on. It's a Google Doc that has everything that I look for, whether it is nickels or pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, or half dollars. So, sorry for the late announcement on that. But hopefully this isn't the first video of mine you watched, and hopefully it won't be the last. $2021. And here is roll number 50. All right, so no silver there either, at least not so far. Let's check. Nope, no silver. Okay, well, let me get through these, looking for my no FGs and my DDOs, and if I don't find anything, we'll come back for a real quick wrap-up. Well, we've reached the end of box number 1, and just do a real quick wrap-up here. We did have a necklace coin. We did have a stickered coin, so 2 miscellaneous. Of course, the big find of the hunt is this 1959 Denver Benjamin Franklin half dollar. This is made of 90% silver, and this is why I do this. I love adding to my silver stack at face value. So even at melt, if we just said this was like an $8.50 coin or $8.80 coin, that's still a pretty big lift there. That's an $8 find in a bank box full of half dollars. As I said in the beginning of the video, these are going for much more than that, probably closer to $10 to $12 a piece. As for the rest of these, we did find a bunch of not intended for circulation coins, and I also mentioned this kind of at the beginning of the video. These are all really low mintage because they weren't intended to be released into circulation. And so they're anywhere from kind of like 1.5 million, and I think some of them go up a little bit higher than that. Some of the really low mintage, they're actually like silver proofs and things like that. But some of them do get higher into the 5, 6, 7 million. But there are a few years that the mintage was very, very low. So that's why some people hang on to every one they find. I get a lot of NIFCs here in the metro Atlanta area, so I've been making sets. I actually have a full set of NIFCs in a book in my store if you're interested in that. But we did get three 2003s, a 2004, a 6, a 7, a 9, an 11, I think a couple of 13s, a 14, two 15s, a 17, an 18, and a 2020. And I mean, right here, granted, not all these are really nice, but I have the beginnings of another whole book of these, really. We got quite a fair number of them. So with that said, we're going to put this silver aside. I'll go through those NIFCs and see if I need any of them for the next book I'm working on. Otherwise, they'll all go back. So now let's get into box number 2. Okay, well, here we are with box number 2. As with box number 1, already been opened. Again, check for enders. Didn't see anything in there. So we're just going to jump right into this. I'm going to probably film a lot less rolls being opened in this one just to keep the length of the video down. I'll go ahead and just do 5 to start off this box and see how we do. So we're through the top half of the box, and as you can see, it has produced absolutely nothing, not even a single NIFC. So let's jump into the bottom half and hope we get a little something to show for it. So we're 6 rolls in here on the bottom, and I think we finally have something of interest here. Unless it's a faker, I think we've got a little bit of silver right there, and we've got a couple of interesting ones that might turn out to be NIFCs. Let's check it out together. Nope, we got a 1967. 40% silver, $50. Pretty nice. Makes this box a success as well to go with our 90 from box number 1. Let's check this out. Let's see. No, it's just a 71. Do we have anything else here? Nope, just a 1980. So no NIFCs, no proofs, nothing else in there. But we're going to keep on hunting. This is nice. Silver has not eluded us in box number 2. So we're on the 8th roll of the bottom. I think that's technically roll 33 of the box, and I just got the paper pulled back and saw something wonderful. That looks like another 90% piece of silver right there. Looks like another potentially old one. Our last one, it was last box, it was a Benjamin Franklin. Let's check this out. And it is an old one. It's a Walking Liberty. I love finding these too. And this one's actually, at least from the back, looks like pretty good detail on it. Let's see here. It's a Philadelphia. There's a mint mark typically right there. We've got a 1946. 90% piece of silver. Let's check Redbook on that and just see what Redbook says it's worth. Now, we realize that is a book value and not what you'd actually get to sell it for, but let's check that out. So we've got our Redbook pulled out. I think this is the 2023. It might be our 2022, but these prices don't change much. You'll see we've got that 1946. I'll have to check it to see if I've got the double die reverse. That would be pretty cool. But only 12.118 million made. And in G4, which this is probably better than G4, it's a $13 coin. But with the price of silver today, like I said earlier, any 90% constitutional coin, they're going for $10 to $12 anyway. So even if this one was in fantastic shape all the way up here at MS63, graded, it's only a $50 coin. So not expecting this to go up much in value unless maybe we can find that it's a double die, which I will almost guarantee you it is not. And we'd end up down here in this range anyway, which would not increase its value too significantly. But, you know, let's say it was worth $35 for finding it for 50 cents. That'd be pretty cool. And I don't think it would grade that high, and I don't think I have the double die. But let me throw it under the scope here, and I'll come back and let you know if we've got something. So we don't have the double die reverse. If we did, we would see some doubling in the wings here, and maybe even over here, which we don't have. And we would see really, really significant doubling over here on the E pluribus unum writing there, which, again, I don't see that either. So just a 1946 Philadelphia Walking Liberty worth, you know, again, probably $10 to $12 in silver value. We are 10 rolls from the end and wanted to bring you in because we found something else pretty cool. Now, I didn't see this when I was edge hunting, although I probably should have. As thick as that edge is, we can see we've got a proof. We've got a kind of a mirror finish still left intact and some frosted sort of details there. We've got ourselves a 1977. You see that S mint mark? San Francisco clad proof. Pretty nice. Not a lot of value here. This was, you know, popped out of a proof set and then spent. So I hang on to all my proofs because they are definitely not supposed to be in circulation. Again, these were only bought in proof sets and little plastic holders, and somebody literally had to break it out of there and spend it. So pretty cool find in a circulated box. Well, that brings us to the end of box number 2, and we only had 3 real finds to speak of in this box. Not even an NIFC to get a little bit excited about, but the ones we do have are also super exciting. This is the kind of stuff, this is really the reason why we box hunt. This 1946 Walking Liberty half dollar, while not in the best of shape, is still easily a $10 to $12 coin just for its silver value, and if it were in better shape, it could be worth much, much more. But 46 was the next to last year, so even an MS, and I think I showed this earlier in the video, even an MS65, not a huge find. This coin is obviously not in that kind of condition, so I would expect to get today's sort of melt plus premium value out of it. We did also have this 1967. Always excited to find 40% silver in my hunt, so something else we're keeping. And then we had this 1977 San Francisco clad proof. And I do hang on to all my proofs. I've probably got 7, 8, 9 rolls of them that I've found over the years of coin roll hunting. So always excited to find these. Very, very little value in them, except to people who are trying to fill out books, because proof coins should not have this kind of circulated wear on them. But if you're just trying to fill a hole in a Dansko album or a Whitman album, this is the kind of coin you want to just pop in there till you find a nice, pretty, untouched one. To bring you back, the other major find from box number 1, this 1959 Benjamin Franklin. So 2 90% silvers in 2 boxes is not so bad, along with our 40%. So overall, if all my boxes were like this, I would be super happy. We did have a whole bunch of NIFCs to speak for, but I'm not going to cover those again at this point in the video. You can go back and watch it back in box number 1. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, let me know by dropping down below and clicking on that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're doing these days. What are you guys hunting? What are you guys finding? I'd love to hear from you. If you're new to the channel and you like coin roll hunts, make sure you click on that subscribe button and then click on that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I do release a new video. Don't want you to miss a hunt. Lately, I've been doing a lot of half dollars, but and I've done a few nickels and quarters lately as well, but I need to get back into doing pennies. It's been a while since I've done a box. So I kind of hunt all denominations, but lately it's been a little focused on half dollars. So with that said, special thanks and shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys so much for the support. Really, really appreciate it. If you're not a member, make sure you check that out. I do tend to release these videos early for my channel members, and there are a few other perks that you get as you go up the membership chain. And with that said, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.